NCAA college football. One of the better matchups today, I think, is Southern Miss traveling to take on Kentucky. And odds makers have Kentucky as a 6.5-point favorite. I'm going to grab the points here with Southern Miss. They have a lot of guys returning. Good coach, good new coach in Jay Hobson, but their schemes really have not changed very much with their offensive coordinator coming in, being familiar with, how they have a pass-happy air raid offense. Very familiar with that scheme, so not a lot's going to change. Plus, they got returning starting quarterback Nick Mullins. Now, Kentucky, a lot of question marks on defense. Offensively, I think they're going to be better this season with key guys returning, and overall, I believe they're going to be better. But still, 6.5, first game on slate for Kentucky, laying almost a touchdown with Florida up on deck. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Southern Miss here. Let's talk about them last season. The Golden Eagles, they've really come back from having a few bad seasons. Last year, they averaged 39.9 points per game. That ranked them 13th nationally. Again, they have Nick Mullins back at quarterback. They got Smith back at running back. Center Cameron Tom, who is all conference USA, is back. That's such a key position on the line, and they got some good skill guys returning overall. Plus, their schemes are not going to change that much offensively with still putting the ball up. They're going to be really pass happy this year. They led Conference USA last year in passing yards per game. I expect them to do that again, and I think they're going to be able to score today off of Kentucky. Defensively, they got some key guys returning as well. Good defensive coordinator. I believe they're going to be able to hold Kentucky to a reasonable number, a really good, I think a much better offense than last year in Kentucky because of offensive coordinator Eddie Grant, who comes over from Cincinnati. And let's talk about Kentucky. Last season, they're in the SEC. It's tough. They averaged just 24.7 points per game. That ranked them 10th in the SEC and 95th nationally, but that's to be expected. They're in the SEC. That's a tough conference. Their secondary is back, which is good, but man, they got some question marks on the line. Just one guy returning in their front seven, so I doubt they're going to be able to get enough pressure on Mullins to stop Southern Miss from scoring, and that's the key to this game. Southern Miss's offense being able to score to go ahead and keep up with Kentucky, who I believe is going to be able to score mostly because they're at home, and they're going to be tough to play. Their first game of the year, they're going to be pumped up, and they're going to put some points on the board. Still, overall, 6.5, I think that's just a bit too much against a veteran Southern Miss team, against a Kentucky team that's a little bit on the rise. 6.5, I think that's good value on Southern Miss. So that's going to be my NCAA football pick today on the Golden Eagles, and I wish you guys luck on your picks today.